Alright, so what is up you guys? I'm back again with another video, and in today's video I will be showing you guys how you guys can make a perfect professional YouTube video, so you can have a perfect video, some beautiful content, and people can be able to watch your videos and appreciate them and give you guys support and hopefully blow up in the next couple of months or however long it may take you. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into this video. Guys, so to begin with, I have been doing YouTube for a couple years now, so I have had a bit of experience. I have tried a lot of things. I have seen what worked and what haven't worked, so I decided to come up with this idea and help you guys out. For the new people that are barely making YouTube videos, the people that are barely making channels and want to know how to have good content, as a lot of people have been asking me this exact question as well, since I've been doing YouTube for a couple years now and I know more than they do, as they are new to it. The first thing that we will be talking about in this video is, of course, establish a budget. Before you sit down and you start to you start to create your YouTube video, you of course need to gather a few pieces of equipment. Of course, a camera that you're going to record your video in. You also need a microphone, so for the audio, so it sounds nice and clear, and last but not least, you do need good lighting so people can be able to see you right. You can easily build up an equipment inventory on a budget. You do not necessarily need to have a whole lot of money, so don't think that you have to have $1,000 just, or a couple $1,000 cash laying down on your room, on your table. You don't need that. You can start all this in just a few dollars. You're probably asking, how am I going to blow up with not having a Canon DSLR, a $5,000 camera, $500 microphone, or a $900 lighting setup? You don't need to have that, and here's how you can do it. Don't immediately assume that you'll need the highest top-notch quality things, because you absolutely don't. It's obviously better to have a cheap camera that you know how to operate than having a $1,000 DSLR that you do not know how it works, and it is okay to improvise. For example, you can purchase an $80 tripod, or you can stack a couple books on top of each other and put your camera on top. You just saved yourself $80. You see what I did there? You got to be smart with your stuff. So if you're on a budget and you can't be spending a lot of money, you can think other ways in order to do the same thing for you but spending less money, and one of those is of course stacking things on top of each other to create a tripod, and that absolutely works. Keep in mind that I was actually doing that before, and you guys didn't notice, you guys didn't know, because it's that cool, it's that amazing. It really works. So you can go ahead and stack things on top of each other and put your camera on there instead of spending $80 on a whole tripod. But once you do have the money, then you can go ahead and invest into a tripod. Number two is consider your camera options. So depending on your budget and kind of videos that you want to shoot, you can use anything from a simple built-in web camera to a film grade DSLR like I am using today. Some of your simpler options do include a smartphone. If you do have a smartphone, the majority of us should have a smartphone already at this age of 15, 16, 17. You must have a smartphone. Of course, you can start on that. Another thing you can use is a camcorder. There is absolutely nothing wrong with recording on a camcorder. It records videos, and if that's what you have, then that's what you use. A camcorder is a perfect balance between a smartphone, portability, and a DSLR like I am using right now. You can literally purchase a camcorder for only about $120, and it gives you a high definition of 720 frames per second. And the next one after that is 1080 frames per second. That's the next one, and that's what a lot of videos are really shot in today's date. If not 4K, even better. But 720p is not even that bad. For only 120 bucks, you're good. And the third option that I do have here as a camera, you can also use a DSLR camera. You'll want to tend towards more high, more known brands. Don't get a big DSLR that is not a brand that you'll see today's date. Some brands that you can get is of course Nikon. You can get Canon. Canon is a camera that I have been using for about 3 years now, and I really enjoy it. It's a very great camera, and it is recommended by a lot of camera users. Number 3 is, of course, is going to be invest into a microphone. So at first, for me, the first DSLR that I have used, and you know, before I had this DSLR, I did used to record my videos on a smartphone, which was my iPhones that I had previously owned. I had a Canon T6i before this camera that I have right now that I recently got a couple months ago. So I did have a Canon T6i, and I did use the Canon T6i microphone, the microphone that was already built into the camera. So I didn't have an external microphone that I put on top of the camera to get better audio, and that audio was already good enough. After that Canon T6i that I had for a previous years, probably around 1 or 2 years, I did upgrade to a Canon 80D, which is what I am recording in right now. I was recording in this Canon 80D without any microphone. I was using the microphone that was built into the camera already, and it was great. It was already enough. But when you do have the extra bit of cash, then you can go ahead and invest into a brand new camera, not a camera, excuse me, a brand new microphone that you can plug into the camera itself and have even better quality sound. So even if the quality of your video, of your image is very, very good, like we have in this case, but your audio is really, really bad, that is going to be very, very important, and that is going to matter a lot in your video. You gotta think about that, because you can have 4K video recording, but you can have some very, very poor quality, audio quality, and you know, it can ruin the whole entire video. So some microphones that I will recommend for you guys, if you guys are looking forward into buying a brand new microphone for your videos, besides the microphone that is already built into your camera, are of course the Audio Technica. Another one will be the Blue microphones. These two products are very, very good in my opinion, of course, according to, you know, big YouTubers reviewing them. Spending around a couple $100 will net you to having a professional sounding microphone. Consider purchasing a pop filter to place over your microphone in order to reduce audio feedback during when you're editing. And number 4 we have over here is get some good lighting. This right here can be anything from having a desk lamp inside of your room, or of course having 2 very, very professional soft lights, soft boxes as they call them, on each side of your room. So you can have a soft box right over here, and you can have a soft box right over here, so your light is coming from both sides of your room. Having those 2 soft boxes on each side will have a good image on your video. How do I know? I've tried it myself. I have been, you know, recording videos with I bought soft boxes and I've made videos with them, you know, a couple months back when I was doing videos inside of my room. When setting up a lighting for a room shot, you should probably have 3 separate sources. One behind the camera, so the one light would be behind the camera, not ahead but behind, which is of course going to be facing you. Another one being placed 45 degrees to your left or your right, well, on both actually, to get the best lighting. And those 3 lights will be facing towards you and the wall behind you. So you will have 2 lights on the sides and 1 light behind the camera, which should all be facing you and the wall. You don't have to spend money on these soft boxes. You can also, another thing you can do for the lighting is you can also use natural lighting. Like, what am I doing now? I'm using natural lighting. Does this cost money? Absolutely not. All this cost is for you to go take yourself outside. Well, you don't have to go outside. You can film the video inside of your room, but just make sure that you're recording in front of a window that has enough light to give you a good shot of the video. You can make a video outside, but it's going to interfere with, you know, your audio because of like the wind. Like, for example, for me, you know, it's really, really windy outside, so it makes sense to come inside the car where it's completely quiet while still having the light. Like right now, I have pretty good lighting. It's not bad. This is just natural light. And of course, if you guys do have to ask the question, what lighting do you prefer? Which lighting is better? Which one looks better? The soft boxes that you spend money on or natural light? Of course, every professional YouTuber is going to say the natural light. It looks a lot better on your skin than the one that you buy. I've tried it myself and I do agree. I do like the fact that, you know, you can get natural light and it looks a lot better on your skin. As I was editing my videos with the other light, you do have to play around with it, you know, the settings, how it's going to look on you, because it may be too bright. It might make your skin look too pale as well. I would recommend natural lighting over the soft boxes. But if you guys cannot get the natural lighting every single day, if you're in a room where there's not enough light, or you don't, you know, have access to a lot of light while still having clear sound because you wouldn't want to go outside and film your video, then, you know, you have your second option of going out spending money on these, you know, huge light bulbs inside these boxes. When you're shooting a video or anything in general, when you're just taking a picture of something, you or an item or anything like that, make sure that the light is facing the main focus. So let's say you're inside a room and you have a window, right? You're the one that has to be facing the window. You're not going to put your back against the window, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to face the window. So the camera is going to be filming the wall. It's not going to be filming the window, okay? If it makes sense. Number 5 is make sure that you do have a filming editing software. So my experience on, you know, video editing, I did start editing on my phone, and then I soon, after a couple of years, I did soon started to upgrade by using a MacBook. Then I started to use a iMac. Now, when I first started to make YouTube videos, I did download the app iMovie. I feel like that's what every beginner starts with, the app iMovie. And you know, you can download it on your phone and you can edit on your phone as well. Most computers do come with stock apps that you can edit inside of them. One of them is iMovie, like we mentioned before. The other one is Windows Movie Maker. These two applications will get the job done in a single pinch, but you can easily download or purchase much more better applications if you spend a couple more dollars. If you are willing to spend a lot more money, I don't mean money, but a lot more money. If you have the money, I'm talking about $300, which probably won't have if you're, you know, beginning. You know, that's a lot of money. It's kind of a lot, you know. I would say purchase that when you're like, you know, you have a platform of people and you see yourself growing more. When you have a couple thousand subscribers, then you can go ahead and purchase this app, which is called Final Cut Pro X. Now, there is a free version of Final Cut Pro. You can go ahead and see how it's like to own the app, and you can see things that you can do on there. If you like it and, you know, you have the money and you want to upgrade to make even better videos, then you can go ahead, you know, you have that option of spending $299 to be exact. Personally, I don't use Final Cut Pro X yet. I still use iMovie. I think iMovie does, you know, it still gets the job done. You know, I'm growing, so that's what matters. I think that, you know, my videos are excellent right now. The lighting is good, so I don't, you know, see the point of me, you know, purchasing Final Cut Pro X. But maybe sooner or later, as I even get bigger and bigger, I may buy it. Who knows? This is number 6. We're going to be wrapping it up with this one right over here. Figure out your video's theme before you begin to film. Don't go ahead and go into your video starting to record not knowing what you're going to say, not knowing what your video is about. You have to know what it's about and what you're going to say and what you were going to just talk about. Make sense. A lot of people make YouTube videos and they don't even make sense. They don't even know what they're talking about, and this is why they lose their viewers. While this one right here isn't equipment, you know, based, your video's conceptual focus is perhaps the most important aspect of your finished product. Before you sit down and press the camera record button, you need to know the following things. We have 4 over here. The first one is going to be, you have to know the subject of your video. You have to know the purpose of the video, as well as your target of the audience. What are you trying to target to your audience? What do you want them to know? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your target? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I hope you know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. I know you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I hope. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest. If I don't make sense, I'm so sorry, y'all. Last one is your script, of course. So yeah, just remember those 4 things when you're about to record your video. I'm sorry, I'm messing up a lot right now, you guys. I've been recording all day. I've been editing a lot. It's been a long day. Right now, after this video, I'm about to go run. I'm about to go for a run, you know, to get my mind off some things. You know what I'm saying? But that is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If this video was informative and I did teach you guys a couple of things, maybe 1 or 2, not everything, but 1 or 2. You know, if I did help you guys, and if I did help you guys, you know, what was this video about? You see, I'm already messing up, and I told you guys this was one of the important things. If I did help you guys make a perfect video, well, leave a like down below. And if you dislike this video, still give it a like. If you guys do have any questions, any comments, or any questions you may have, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm an amazing person with a beautiful personality, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to go ahead and subscribe, and I do bring a lot of good content to you guys, a lot of informative content, things that will help you out. I try to put a lot of value into my videos. One last thing before I go, I mentioned this in all of my videos, but I do YouTube editing. So if you do have a YouTube channel, or you plan to do YouTube and you want to have an editor, and you don't want to edit your videos because it takes up a lot of time and it takes up a lot of work, and you want a personal editor to do them for you, well, I am here for you guys. I can go ahead and edit your video if you guys do want me to. Let me know in the comment section down below that you want to do this, or you can go ahead and hit up my Instagram. The link of all my social medias will be in the description down below. My Snapchat, my TikTok, I do have TikTok, my personal Instagram, my IG page, specifically for my YouTube page, and we'll talk about, we'll discuss about prices and all of that. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like I said already. Like this video, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.